I'm delighted to say that we've got two of the students from the River Nile School, Medina and Soretti, who are going to share part of their story with us this morning. Medina, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell us about the country that you've come from and what it's been like the journey to Australia?
Thank you for giving us this opportunity. My name is Kipsitu, and my preferred name is Medina Omar. I was born in, I would like to share my story with you. Ethiopia, where I was born, to Kenya, where I grew up and did my schooling, and finally Australia, where I'm going to build my future. I was born in Ethiopia, the country rich in culture and heritage. Although I left the country at my very young age, I'm very proud of Ethiopian heritage. I was I grew up in Kenya and started my schooling where I learned Swahili as my second language and learned official language, which is in English, that's mostly used in school, government, and business. It was a bittersweet moment leaving Ethiopia, leaving Kenya, like leaving my friends behind, and it was a good sweet moment, like visiting a new country. We came to Australia like an year ago, where it was a bit challenging. The accent was different from the way we used to speak in Kenya. Getting houses was a bit difficult, meeting new people, everything was a bit difficult. But since I joined River Nile School, the teachers are very supportive. There is a lot of friends, good opportunities.
So that's a remarkable experience that you've had growing up and now arriving in Australia. What do you think of the Australian community?
It was a bit challenging for me because it's different from what I used to know. In Kenya, it's so diversity. There is people from like different background, like unity, but it's a bit different to Australia.
I'm sure. Well, thanks for sharing that, Medina. I'm going to go to
Yeah.
Soretti now. Soretti, now you've obviously a student at the River Nile School. How do you find attending the school?
Yeah, my name is Soretti. I'm from Ethiopia too. And I came River Nile School around 1 year now. And I think my friend tell me River Nile School and I found by myself. And yeah, I'm attending at River Nile School and it has big impact on this River Nile School because it is helps me to learn new things every day. And my teacher supports me and encourage me to do my best. And yeah, I'm becoming more confidence to do to make good friends and feeling proud to be part of this River Nile School community.
Mm. Well, Soretta, I know that's very, very short, but you're making me feel very, in some ways, a bit emotional to hear about how things, you've been supported and you seem like you are very connected with the River Nile School, and it's going to help spur you on your way into becoming part of the Australian community and possibly, hopefully, getting a job. So thank you for sharing that, as short as it was. Francine is one of your staff members, one of your teachers. If I could bring Francine into the conversation now. Francine, what's it like teaching at the River Nile School and having such wonderful students like Soretti and Medina?
It's an absolute joy, to be honest. I don't think I've had many great work experiences across my life, but coming to River Nile School every day, I just feel like I jump out of bed to get here. As you can see, the young women are incredible. They're inspiring. Their stories are phenomenal. And, just hearing even, I know Medina and Soretti, and so for so many of our students, the dedication and the hard work that they put in to make their life in Australia incredible is really it's humbling. It's really humbling. They travel so far to get to school every day. They show up every day. They work so hard in class. They're so kind and empathetic. And I've worked in education for my whole career. And I've never experienced young people like the students at River Nile School. I have the very great fortune of welcoming the new students to the school when they start, and you see all of the girls come out of the classroom and you know, who are you? Are you going to be joining us? Where are you from? You know, and for some of the young people stepping into this is their first time potentially in an Australian school setting, maybe an organisation. And so all of the existing students, they know what it's like to feel a little bit scared, to face that fear, to have to really dip into being brave. And so they pass that empathy on to every person that comes through this room. And for even just being able to share, not only learning English, but to share their cultures and their identities, and, you know, at lunchtime to be able to have a common language, like all of those things really help with settlement and that connection and belonging, which I think is so important when we're trying to create a country in Australia that is intercultural. So they inspire me every day, and I love working here.
Well, Francine, you can certainly sense your passion and your love of the community that you're in. But for you, Francine and Soretti and Medina, thank you so much for sharing your stories. And thank you also for giving us insight into the remarkable school, the River Nile School. Privileged to have you as our guest here at Monday Matters today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.